Hey, welcome in, Ling. Just getting ready to get started here. Oh, coffee time, is it?
Class or economy?
Neither. It's a cargo flight, man. I don't fly people, I fly boxes. Alrighty. Let's get the airplane waking up. We'll go. Are you on? APU is off. We're on ground power. It's all normal. Army emergency lights. Windshield heat is on. Hydraulics are off. Signs are on. Lighting is needed.
Kit or heavy load?
I mean, it's a parcel. You know, it's shipping. So we'll be heavy. You know, I always fly fully loaded with cargo, but I think the max cargo is $250,000, like 229,000 pounds. Alright, fire test. Looks good there. Looks good down here and down there. Fire test passed. Starter's normal. Pumps are off. Anti-ice is auto. Lighting is needed. Packs are off. And there we go. Alrighty. Let's jump in to the flight plan. Alrighty. K469. We are departing from EGNX and arriving to KCVG. Airframe 777. Alrighty, looks like
He'll get in one of the boxes to be considered cargo.
I think that's gonna be Route 6. Weather should be decent until we get south of Greenland, and then it looks gross. It's like the remnants of a nor'easter going up there. I mean, it's some pretty hella low pressure. So we'll see how that works out. Cost index, a little extra fuel. Looks good, looks good. Estimating 8.5 hours. We will, at 229,060 pounds is our max freight load. Alright, let's generate that and see what it has to say. Alrighty, cargo limited by maximum 0 fuel weight. 28,000 initial. Yeah, looks Atlantic Route Foxtrot. That's what we're running. I think I said 6. It's not. Alrighty, takeoff weight 725,759 pounds, which is about 40,000 pounds below our maximum. So we're going to be real heavy, but not our max takeoff weight. Payload's going to be 228,320. Flight route, direct.
Weighs more than that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yep, you're running around 750,000 pounds, I'm sure. Active crest 30 west at 44 Zulu. Yep. Yep, good.
WL all them nuggies.
Yeah, I'm sure. Alrighty, let's copy that. Over. Paste. Save. And there it is. Okay, wow, that took that a minute. Alright. TNT 3 Papa departure. And the Tiger 4 arrival. ILS 27. Yay up transition. And there we go. Runway 27. 09 and 27, correct? 18 left is what it's suggesting. Yeah, 27's gonna be better. Yeah, it's got a stronger crosswind. Yeah, 18 left. I guess no appropriate approach for that. Yeah, Tiger 4 via UCATS. ILS 18 left direct. There we go. Alrighty, and we are at 280 initial. And we will save that into the sim. Alrighty. Let's get back in the aircraft. Just a second to get my chat stuff set back up here. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. Let's get this flight plan downloaded. Alrighty, that looks good. Yep, there it is. 8.5 hours worth of flying. Ugh, why do I do this to myself? Alrighty, let's get our weight and balance. You still watching, Lang? Squat there. 727159. There it is. Alrighty, got that loaded up. Let's get it set to the ATC and start working the systems. Come on. There we go. Load. There we go. Send that to ATC. And get our IFR clearance.
East Midlands ground. Connie 6-9er heavy IFR to Cincinnati. Ready to copy. Connie 69er Heavy is cleared to Cincinnati Airport via the Tango November Tango Tree Papa departure, runway 09er. Climb via SID, maintain 6000, expect flight level 28010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 118.775, squawk tree 214. Cleared to Cincinnati via the Tango November Tango Tree Papa departure, runway 09er. Climb via SID, maintain 6000, expect flight level 28010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 118.775, squawk tree 214, Connie 69er Heavy. Connie 69er Heavy, readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.905 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Good day. Alrighty. Runway 9er. Let's listen to the ATIS while we do a takeoff calculation.
East Midlands Airport information like 2100 Zulu, wind 070 at 14, visibility 5 in heavy rain, sky condition, ceiling 1200 broken, temperature, tree, dew point, 1, QNH 9 and 9 of 5, ILS Yankee runway 09er in use, landing and departing runway 09er, VFR aircraft stay
QNH is
direction of flight, all
995.
aircraft read back, hold short instructions, advise controller on initial contact, you have Mike.
And we have information, Mike.
East Midlands Airport information November 2100 Zulu, wind 070 at 14, visibility 5 in heavy rain, sky condition, ceiling 1200 broken,
Alrighty, so we're looking at
1, QNH
flaps 5,
ILS Yankee runway 09er in use, landing and departing
no
runway 09er,
D-rate,
VFR aircraft stay direction of
167,
flight,
no, it's
all
going to be
aircraft
wet.
read back, hold short instructions,
That would be
advise
standing
controller on
water,
initial
actually.
contact, you have November.
167, 177, 181. Alrighty, let's get the FMC going here. Initial position. We are at Echo November Golf X-ray. No, I'm sorry, Echo Golf November X-ray. What am I doing here? Golf November X-ray. Alrighty, let's get our route. Route requesting. Alrighty, load. Alrighty. We will activate, execute. Get our perf. Alrighty. Is there a fuel weight? There we go. Alrighty. Get our departure in. Was it the 3 Papa? Is that what we said? Yep. No transition. Runway 09. Unable next altitude. Okay. What are we worried about here? Oh, let's. That's what we want. Alrighty. You're fine. There we go. Alrighty, and then let's get our departure in. Or, I'm sorry, our arrival. And what was that? It was the Tiger 4 Cats? Yeah. Tiger 4 via Cats. Tiger 4 Cats for 18 left. Yep, 18 left. And we'll just do the whole thing because I don't have that waypoint. Alright, there we go. Alrighty, let's go through the legs here. Looks good. 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 There we go. And there we go. Alright. Clear that. Hey, Virtual Aviation Squad. Thanks for the follow and welcome in. Alright, so that's all done. Let's start working checklists here. Alrighty.
Probs, mate.
Alright, oxygen's checked. Heading and altimeter done. Parking brake is set. Flight checklist is complete. Alrighty. Do flaps 5. What was that? 2.6? Yeah, 2.6 for the CG. Alrighty, trims 5.5, 169, 177, 181.
American accent.
Yes, I am American. 67, 77, 81. $77, 81. And runway heading is 88 miles close. And what was that, 182? 181. Alrighty, 181. So V2 speed in. Alright, let's go ahead and get our departure plate up. And of course, I don't have the damn departure. You're joking me, right?
So where you flying to?
I'm flying out of East Midlands in the UK to Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky in the US. Well, I guess we won't have the departure plate up because thank you, Navigraph.
That's a long flight.
Yep, about 8.5 hours is what it's estimating. Not the longest I've done, but it's definitely pretty long. Alrighty. V2 heading track and altitude check, takeoff speeds check. CU pre-flight is not complete because I didn't uplink the weather data.
I haven't done major long flights. I mainly use jets.
Yeah, I try not to especially when I'm streaming. But I'm doing this is like the 7th part of an around the world. This is the last part of an around the world that I've done. So long ones are unfortunately unavoidable in this aspect. Alright, there we go. Alright, CD pre-flight is complete. Trim will be 5.5. Taxi and takeoff briefing is complete. Let's close
It is my best jet that I use.
Oh, you fly fighters? You know, I've never flown a fighter in Flight Sim. Alright. Release all the vehicles and get the doors closing. Wonder if the weather's still shitty out there. Yep, sounds like it's still raining pretty good. That door takes forever and a day to close. You know, I need to get the APU going. Some steps here. Fire up the APU. Alrighty, APU starting.
Mate, I have F-35, Vulcan, Typhoon, MTKC, Spitfire getting F-22 in 2 weeks.
Nice. Very nice. Alright, we'll arm all of the doors. And as soon as the APU is ready, we will disconnect from ground power. It'll probably be a minute. Let's go ahead and roll this back and warm up the weather radar. A little bit of precip showing up on there. Come on, give me the door, the
Teaching
APU.
my son how to formation fly.
Oh, nice. Come on.
How are you? This is my first time checking out the life. Been liking it so far.
I'm doing well, Sean, and as in, what do you mean by checking out the life? Alright, APU is running. We will disconnect ground power and remove wheel chocks. Yeah, it won't let me do that because I didn't actually press the button. Duh.
I meant live.
I think he meant live.
Ah. checking out your first time checking out a live. Gotcha. So I go live, but I wouldn't call myself a large streamer. I have a small group of people in like the streaming community that like to hang out with me and follow me, and I follow them, and we all play various games. I enjoy it. I like being able to play the games I like, and at the same time chit chat with people. Alright, beacon light on. Before start checklist is complete, I'll go ahead and request startup clearance.
East Midlands ground, Connie 6-9er heavy, information November. Request startup.
Connie 6-9er heavy, East
Hey,
Midlands
welcome in,
ground.
Bender.
Startup approved, QNH
Alright,
995.
startup is approved. We will go fuel pumps on. Start one. And run fuel. Packs shut off automatically.
If you ever feel like coming into our MSFS support chat, let me know. I have a few people that fly.
Will do. Is it like through Discord or? There's light off.
East Midlands ground, Connie 6-9er
Connie
heavy.
6-9er heavy, taxi to and hold short of runway 09er using taxiway Victor Alpha Golf. Contact tower on
Alrighty, start
124.005 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 09er via taxiway Victor Alpha Golf. Connie 6-9er heavy.
What?
I said it on TikTok. Follow me after your stream. I'll add you in.
Okay, perfect. Alright. Start 2. It'll be a bit, obviously. Run fuel.
Really play Flight Simulator 2020 nowadays. It's much better than most of the flight simulators.
So, I'm on console. I'm on Xbox. And there's light off. And Flight Sim 2024 does better for me than 2020 does. Wait for that to kick off. And starter is off. We'll go hydraulics on. Hydraulics are on. Go APU off. ECAS messages. Yeah, I got fuel in center. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my center pumps. Draw that up first.
Also do American Truck Simulator, or is it just Flight Simulator 2020 for that you do?
I have, what is it, Snow Runner, I think, which is kind of a truck simulator on Xbox. But pretty much all I do now is Flight Sim, and then I play some other games, you know, off stream with my friends. But this is about the only thing that I do stream. Alrighty, let's get pushback.
East Midlands ground, Connie 6-9er heavy, requesting pushback.
And we'll go outside and watch,
Connie
because
6-9er
I've had
heavy. Pushback request
them
accepted.
push me into buildings and everything else if I'm not paying attention.
Connie 6-9er heavy, you were not cleared to take off.
I didn't take off. Wonder exactly how he's gonna push me here. As this is kind of a narrow ramp, and I've got a 7.3 over here.
Better you and mate.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I try and run air shows on Sundays as well.
Oh, nice.
JFK is the worst airport to take off from.
Are you talking traffic-wise, or, Is he gonna push me all the way out onto the taxiway?
Traffic-wise.
Yeah, it's pretty busy. I did a flight into there that last big winter storm, and man, I had a whole lot of trouble landing. I even tried Cat-free auto land, and I even did like a plus 15 on my VREF. Oh, that's neat. The tug disappeared. And couldn't even do it like that. Almost crashed on approach twice because the headwind would cut out at like 200 feet. What is this guy doing? Okay, that's good. I can get it from here. Thanks.
Is that bad? Just thinking about how bad Lax is traffic-wise. Where exactly are you flying?
Connie 6-9 are heavy. Requesting the end of pushback.
Connie 6-9 are heavy.
I am flying.
Received.
I am flying from East Midlands in the UK to Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky in the US. Alrighty, before taxi checklist. Anti-ice is auto, recall is done, auto brake is set, flight controls.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's going to be about an 8.5 hour flight. Alrighty, ailerons. Check. Elevator. Check. Rudder. Check. We'll run the spoilers up. And spoilers are check. And let's set our trim. We want 5.5. There we go.
Have you ever flown a passenger airplane to the UK before on Flight Simulator 2024?
I've flown variants of passenger aircraft, but I usually fly cargo. This is a 777, so obviously there's passenger variants. But I usually fly cargo routes. Alrighty, I'll go landing light, or I'm sorry, taxi lights on. And man, this is going to be a tight turn. See if I can even make it all the way.
Dave. Yeah, I looked up your username just to get it correct.
Hey Ivory, welcome in. How's work going? What a
Small break.
Are you having a decent day at least?
Doing okay. I had to write a long email that stressed me out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alrighty, let's get on the center line here. That was a really awkward turn. How long do you have for a break?
Minutes.
Oh, I really appreciate you stopping in. Let's go with a little bit of wiper here.
We're streaming and it's my break and definitely stopping in more.
I flew into JFK on flight Leonard 2020 one time and landed real hard, and the Airbus A320 it wasn't pretty.
You know, I've never been real good with the Airbus models. I don't know if it's just I prefer a more manual feel to the aircraft than you get with the computerized flight dynamics that you get out of an Airbus with the old fly-by-wire. I mean, everything's fly-by-wire now, but with the way that the computer does its flight law. I like the feel of the Boeing aircraft better, how they perform. Although my favorite has always and will always be the MD-11, which I can't find for Xbox currently. The TFDI model hasn't come out for Xbox yet, but when it does, you betcha. I totally forgot to set my thrust limits. I mean, it wouldn't have been a big deal because I'm using the default, but still, I'm supposed to do that.
Plenty hot one time on my landing in a King Air, and I was talking about 18 OKNS.
Goodness. That is pretty hot for a King Air. Heck, that'd be a little hot for this. Hell, my VREF or my VR is only Christ, VR. My V2 for this takeoff's only 181.
Because Andy kept telling me I was going too fast. I was like, no, Andy, that was at 500 feet.
Well, we're pretty heavy on this takeoff, so we'll see how I do. We're only about 40,000 pounds under our max takeoff weight.
About a lot of tailwind and a lot of turning for your arrival.
Alrighty. Switch over to tower.
Sorry, I meant talking about Atlanta turning and arrivals.
East Midlands Tower, Connie 69er Heavy ready for departure. Runway 09er, IFR to Cincinnati.
Connie 69er Heavy, QNH 995. Cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
And we are clear for takeoff. We will go landing lights on, strobe lights on, and let's get out of Dodge.
Your takeoff is smooth, and so are your landings.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Sean. What is this? Oh, yeah, I haven't done my before landing checklist yet. Ha ha ha. Too busy chit-chatting.
I am not keeping you.
Alright. Didn't finish that. Goodness, I was about ready to take off without my flaps. I totally would have too if that alarm wouldn't have gone off. Flaps 5 selected. Boy, ATC would be losing their shit right now if I was just sitting here on the runway.
That's not a good start.
Nope, sure ain't. Hopefully it's not premonitions. Alrighty, before takeoff checklist is complete. Flaps 5 set for takeoff. Hold a little bit of brake here. 40% thrust. Let the engine stabilize. Go ahead and arm our profile. And thrust is stabilized at 40. We'll go ahead and set takeoff power.
Airspeed alive. $80 knots.
Check. Long roll.
V1. Rotate.
Come on, girl. Right rudder.
Positive brake.
Go gear up. We'll go ahead and go autopilot on for that turn.
Connie 69er heavy contact Manchester Center on 118.775. Good day.
Get this handoff done because for whatever reason the co-pilot will never do it.
118.775 for Connie 69er heavy.
Starting our procedure turn.
Manchester Center, Connie 69er heavy is passing 2,600, climbing 6,000.
Good. Go flaps up.
The day that I took off out of JFK, I had winds at 20 kn. It was very windy and cloudy.
69er heavy. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 280.
A little turbulence there. Climb and maintain 8,000 now.
Expect flight level 280, Connie 69er heavy.
Good. Retract slats. And slats are up. After takeoff checklist is complete. Go ahead and bring up our fuel page. We'll run off that center tank until it's empty. Bring up our legs here. Alright, looking good so far. Not a whole lot to see out there because of the clouds. Like we're going to be heading into some heavy precip.
Climb and maintain flight level 280.
Cleared up to our initial cruising altitude. 8,000? I can never remember. 10,000, okay. Well, no, 6,000 according to that, so whatever.
At nighttime, it's kind of hard to see where you're landed. I was trying to land in Tokyo.
Yeah, my longest flight that I've done streaming is Haneda. It was Cincinnati to Haneda. And yeah, it was lightning. Holy crap. Yeah, it was pretty rough coming in. But I usually fly at night. So I'm used to
talking about Cincinnati, Ohio, correct?
Yeah, KCBG, Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky. It's a big cargo airport. Alright, through 10,000, we'll go landing lights off. Oops. There we go. And it looks like we're gonna miss that bigger cell. That's good. Dark out there. So cloudy, you can see the strobes and beacon.
It's the biggest orbit, and they get a lot of planes in there.
Yeah, Memphis is the hub for FedEx. Go ahead and pull up our progress. Alrighty, 610 Zulu, so goodness. 7 hours and 20 minutes-ish. Well, get comfortable. Break out of these clouds anytime soon?
Do you turn on your checklist on your tablet? Because on mine it doesn't turn on at all.
So this is the PMDG 777. Oh goodness, heavy crosswinds here. Oh, it's got a corner tailwind. Keep an eye on that. And the 777 has electronic checklists. So you hit this checklist button here on the first officer side.
That's what I was talking about right there. That'll get you every time.
Yeah, it tried. I can't believe I'm holding this freaking 2,500 foot a minute climb rate. Oh, it's coming down a little bit. But yeah, the electronic checklists come up here on the center pedestal screen. I've not tried to use the actual checklist through the EFB. I think we broke out of the clouds. It's so dark. Cannot tell for sure. Nope, still in the clouds. Have not broke out yet. Oh, there we're breaking out. Turbulence. Ooh, that tailwind just went from 7 knots to 25 knots.
Have you ever tried using the fuel baggage or cargo goods on my side before?
No, I use SimBrief. It connects to the PMDG tablet over here for weight balance, fuel, all that. There we go. It's getting out now. Goodness, we're gonna go back in. Well, good luck to you if you do. Wish you the best. Well, Flight Sim's a good tool, but it doesn't replace practical experience.
Fly on planes, some X4, and it just was not any good at all.
I've never tried X-Plane. Mostly because I've never had a computer decent enough to run it. Oh, Flight Sim X? Yeah, that's what I first started on, and it wasn't terrible. See, I flew another PMDG aircraft on that. I flew the MD-11, and that is 900 feet to go. And there was a separate program you could run alongside it for your weight and balance. I can't remember what it was called, but there was a second program. No, not at all. If I didn't want to interact with chatters, I wouldn't stream. Nice to meet you as well. Step climb now. Look at that. What's optimum? Optimum 296, so we can climb up to 300. Request that.
Manchester Center, Connie 69er Heavy. Request flight level 300.
Connie 69er Heavy.
I know my mom, but not every day is a day to be great.
Flight level 300.
Climb and maintain flight level 300. Connie 69er Heavy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I will check it out when I'm done streaming. And that will be a while from now. It is dark, dark, dark.
Don't get that, huh?
Huh?
Dark that up.
Yes. Yeah, it's very dark. I think, I'm trying to look at my calendar, but I think tonight is actually real close to new moon, so there's not even going to be any moonlight. So usually there's some moonlight or something to reflect on the airplane. Don't even get that. Oh, a few thousand miles. Ooh, that's Isle of Man down there. Yeah, that's Isle of Man. We are 3,262 nautical miles.
That's a long way to go right now. I went to Tokyo International Airport this flight.
So yeah, the longest I've done was, let's say, oh, excuse me, just shy of 14 hours. No, I'm from Ohio. So the standard version on Xbox Live is free with the Ultimate Game Pass, but I have the Ultimate Deluxe. I think it's the one step down from the Aviator Edition.
I plan on PC a lot.
Yeah, I've only got a decrepit old laptop, so I can't run Flight Sim on it. But I've got a Xbox Series X, and it doesn't do too bad. The only problem is you can't get a lot of the really cool add-ons. I get that. I totally get that.
For Connie 69er Heavy. Scottish Center, Connie 69er Heavy, flight level 300.
Connie 69er Heavy, Scottish Center, radar contact, continue to Cougar.
Oh, okay. Now I want to see what you're talking about.
What do you mean when I was talking about the add-ons and whatnot? Not exactly. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I only go for the mods that add realism. Like I add some scenery mods, and obviously this is a payware aircraft. If I had a PC, I would have, I would get probably say intentions for AI ATC. Yeah, this is a 777. So yeah, I like the 777.
Connie 6-9er, heavy contact Shannon Center on 132.15. Good day.
Welcome to my channel. Red 0879 said,
Connie 6-9er heavy.
My hand waving.
Hey, welcome in, Brady.
6-9er heavy. Flight
How are you
level
today?
300.
Connie 6-9er heavy, Shannon Center, radar contact, continue to Cougar.
Said, I am good, I was off. Red 0879 said, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Glad to hear you had the day off today. I don't know about tomorrow. I will definitely go live probably on Friday. But I don't know for sure, and I don't know. I know I'll be flying out of Cincinnati, but I don't know where I'd be going.
Nice little getaway from your last ride, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Niner Heavy contact Scottish Center on 119.875. Good day.
Going to 119.875. Connie 69er Heavy. Scottish Center. Connie 69er Heavy.
Scottish Center. Radar contact. Continue to Atari.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. absolutely, I've had those days. I have several friends that are moderators, but I think there's just my alt account right now. But it'll be a while before I land. We're looking like 7 hours. ATIS is information Bravo. Winds are 6 knots at 220. Visibility is 10. Doesn't look too bad right now, but obviously that can change. The forecast, there's not going to be much precip in the next several hours. However, it's looking like I might get into some nastiness out over the North Atlantic south of Greenland. There's the remnants of a nor'easter that's still pretty strong.
That's not bad at all. I'm landed and I don't go back to this way.
On 123.905. Good day.
No. This is like the 7th part of the last part of an around the world. I started in Cincinnati, and that's typically where I fly out of, is Cincinnati. That's the I don't know what they call it, the mega hub for DHL in the U.S. definitely don't want a tailwind when you're landing. Yeah, I've got several, but most of them stream off Twitch. None of them stream Flight Sim, though. They're all just regular gamers. Over the ocean.
Pulling American Truck Simulator, huh?
I don't have any friends that stream that either. I had a buddy that streamed SnowRunner.
I meant American Truck Simulator.
Yeah, they just stream like first-person shooter games and whatnot, Fortnite, Arc Raiders, stuff like that. Yeah, I had a friend that used to stream SnowRunner. He doesn't stream it anymore. Not too bad. Not too bad. How about yours? yeah. Yeah, I just pretty much ignore them and move on. Oh yeah. Yeah, they can definitely be annoying, but you give them the rise, that's what they're looking for.
Lotto writer, I can't check Golden Tom. It's like see you when I wanna be.
Like Sia wouldn't want to be.
I get you. I get you. Imagine that. Weather system already? No, it's just different. I said I just ignore them unless they're being too disruptive, and then I ban them. I block them. I don't play with it. I don't engage. Don't interact.